I want to read to you something that was written by Alan Schleman, and it was just posted a couple of days ago. And this particular piece is so timely, and it's so important, and it is so well written, in my view, that I'm just going to read the whole thing instead of read a couple lines and then blather on, saying it not as well as Alan said it in the writing. And this is simply titled, How 2020 is Taking a Toll on Your Soul. But here's what Alan Schleman writes as he is reflecting on the challenge that we're facing in our culture right now. He says, I'm going to tell you something that will explain what you're likely feeling about this turbulent year. No doubt you've witnessed a series of tragic events unfold before your eyes, and you probably felt an inordinate pressure to say the right thing about each one of them. Like you, I've been hesitant to comment for fear I'll be blasted by someone who sees things differently. It's been frustrating, it's been fatiguing, to say the least. And I believe this short comment by a Texas pastor explains the reason why we feel this way. And here's what he wrote. So now he's citing this Texas pastor. Could it be that God didn't wire us to carry every event taking place in every part of the world at every moment as if it were ours? Could it be that technology has produced a faux omniscience and omnipresence that is hurting mankind and not helping it? End quote. Alan continues, this is an important assessment. Through the internet and social media, technology has given us a ringside seats to every event, tragedy, and evil act that happens in any part of the planet. That is not something we're created to handle. Now, let me just repeat this line because this is at the heart of his exhortation, and I hope source of comfort to you. That is not something we have been created to handle. It's made possible, though, because of the internet. Though technology often helps us, it also creates two problems that hurt our souls. Faux omniscience, that would be like false omniscience, and faux or false omnipresence. Up until the last fraction of human existence, we've only had to carry events that directly affect us. When he means carry, he means we only have to kind of worry about it and carry the burden on our shoulders. Those things right in our immediate circles, okay? And he describes it here, our family and friends, our local community. Today, however, with the internet and social media, we can witness every evil event. And if we miss it, a recording is readily replayed online. The carnage is funneled through our eyes and embedded in our souls. What we witness can be in the next town, the next state, or on the other side of the planet. No matter where it happens, we see it. It's like we're everywhere. That's his faux omnipresence he's talking about. But it's a false omnipresence. We're not actually there, but we're made to experience these events like we were. We soak them in and feel the pain that others feel, albeit to a lesser degree. We scroll through our news feed and witness another tragedy, and then another. And in a matter of minutes, we've watched multiple evil events. It's overwhelming. Now, God, who is omnipresent, can handle all that evil, pain, and tragedy. He's capable. He has the emotional and psychological bandwidth to witness his creation repeatedly commit evil and not become overwhelmed. Finite humans, though, we're not God. We don't have the capacity to handle inordinate amounts of evil. This faux omnipresence hurts us. And our faux omnipresence leads to faux omniscience. We think we're present at these tragedies, so we're tricked into thinking we understand what happened. We saw it online, after all. It was in high definition. And because we witness these events, we're expected to know the truth about what happened, make an immediate evaluation, and say the right thing about it. Finite humans can't be perfectly accurate, though. Even still, we comment, we post, and we emote. We argue, and then we divide. Our online debating adds another layer of stress. All this happens after a single tragedy. There's more, though. Another horrific event is right around the corner. We repeat the cycle, and the stress builds. This faux omniscience hurts us as well. Now, though online technologies can hurt us, and he says here, I'm not a Luddite. He's pretty sharp technically, actually. He says, I don't doubt the scientific advancements have helped us communicate and protect people and care for vulnerable people and do many other good things. Progress, though, comes with a price. And then he writes, though Inherit the Wind, the movie, or the book, rather, is a disastrous retelling of the Scopes monkey trial of 1925, I do resonate with one of Henry Drummond's speeches in the movie, and so he cites it here. Quote, progress has never been a bargain. You have to pay for it. Sometimes I think there's a man who sits behind a counter and says, all right, you can have a telephone, but you lose privacy and the charm of distance. Madam, you may vote, but at a price. You lose the right to retreat behind the powder puff or your petticoat. Mister, you may conquer the air, but the birds will lose their wonder and the clouds will smell of gasoline. Close quote. And Alan continues, technology that makes the internet and social media possible might move us forward in some ways, but we pay for it in other ways. We experience a faux omnipresence and a faux omniscience, and that causes us to carry all the hurts of the world. Could it be, as he's citing here now the earlier quote, could it be that God didn't wire us to carry every event as if it were ours? And this is Greg speaking now, that's a fair question. And of course the answer is no, he didn't. And this is what Alan is encouraging us to consider. He didn't wire us to carry all of these burdens. Okay? Now, he continues, naysayers might object. We need to know what's happening around the world. We need to stay abreast of current affairs. We must learn from our collective experience. Well, he says, I agree. It's important to learn from tragic events that occur outside our immediate community. But we can become overwhelmed by the barrage of the negative news. We're not created to soak in every tragedy as if it were ours. Progress, like Drummond says, has never been a bargain. You have to pay for it. And it takes a toll on our souls.